What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and just like I promised you guys, you're going to be seeing some of the videos pretty much out of sequence in most cases, because at this point right now, we done splurged on a lot of golden tickets. So you should have seen the video showing us some of the showing you guys some of the golden tickets that we were able to acquire in this market crash. If you did watch that video, I need you to go ahead and write the number 4 in the comment section so I can just know who's out here riding with us and who's not, who's trying to be undercover and what's really good. If you guys did not check the video out, please feel free to go ahead and check it out. We got the 4 golden tickets prior to Julio. So now we're going to be going ahead and adding Julio to the lineup. Now, this is all an experiment. Okay, I told you guys before, everything that I'm doing is an experiment. You guys are using me as a guinea pig to see what cards are good, what cards aren't, and you guys are actually seeing what the value of the cards are. Now, a card like Julio Jones is not designed theoretically for the street game because he's not the minimum height of 6'4". All right, so when you utilize him, he's more of a corner, post, you know, that type of dude that's gonna get wide open. One of the major things that I did notice also in competitive gameplay, nobody was really on the Julio Jones card this year. I don't know what that has to do with. It was very, very crazy though. I didn't see a lot of Randy Mosses. I saw John Ross's, maybe because, you know, the cap and everything like that. But usually if a card is overwhelmingly good, you know, I know we're talking about the golden ticket. Any version of the card, some of the players are going to use those cards. I didn't see a lot of these, but I told you guys, you know, I would do my best to try to grab him, see what's going on with him. You see the abilities that we have right there with him, and what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going ahead and, you know, throwing him into the lineup and seeing what he's all about, and then we're going to figure out everything else afterwards. Now, like I said, the sole purpose of this vid is to kind of see if the dude is garbage. Now, if he turns out to be hot trash, we gotta rage sell him fast, because the way the market's going, you're not gonna make your coins back quickly. And some of you guys saying, will it ever recover? You know, what's gonna happen? I don't see how it will. And remember, rookie premieres have nothing to do with these cards or the values or whatever. Most of us are gonna be selling the cards back when we're done with them, and probably the market goes up a little bit, because that's pretty much what you do. When the rookie premieres come out, you sell off your team, because now you know the new Madden's coming out and you want to be ready. So those are just some of the things that we actually do on a regular basis, you know, year to year since the rookie premiere situation has been out. So that's just something that I wanted to go ahead and point out. Now, we have the cam. We're going to be going ahead right now and adding the Julio Jones to the actual lineup and seeing what we're looking for. So right now, with all the 99s that we have there, we're pretty good at the wide receiver position. Torrey Holt is my least favorite receiver. Okay, that dude is garbage, but he's not garbage if you run an offense where you're looking to route your opponent. A lot of people use him just for straight routes with the, you know, the corner route, out route, post route, all up in your mom's route. Those type of routes will work. Okay, for me, I told you guys, we make it very, very simplistic. And what's actually very, very interesting about that, a lot of you guys are doing it. And people are mad at me because that's what I run, but you shouldn't care, and you guys know I don't care, because that's what the game, that's what it does. Because it's either you're going to run the ball 6 million times, or you're going to find another way to get the ball down the field quickly. You know, I discovered a way how to get it down the field quickly. If you guys want to use it, you can use it. If you don't, whatever. All right, but again, with the way that we have everything set up right now, this is all about what we're trying to create for our team right now. So Julio Jones could be a problem for us if he's not able to successfully jump up and go and get that thing. And sometimes we're going to need him to do that. Those height values are very, very serious in this game. Some of you guys made comments like, yo, you're making me think it's Madden 15 again. That was really nostalgic for me, because Madden 15, we were going crazy. So when you look at these numbers, it looks very, very boosted. It looks beautiful. You go look at Calvin compared to him. As I told you guys before, in my opinion, my humble opinion, Calvin Johnson is the best wide receiver in the game. That's my humble opinion. You know, whatever you guys are looking for, that's fine. You know, overall, Calvin Johnson, and I think that's why they made him a 96 and they didn't really overdo it and boost him, because he's so good. And it don't matter how you use him, the routes, whatever, he is so good, bro. I'm telling you. So he can't go anywhere. Now, what I'm doing with LT right here is I'm actually going to be removing pass rush elite and giving him out of my way. The reason that we're going to be doing that is because I took it off of him to try to use edge threat and pass rush elite. And after we had already used out of my way and we saw that the running backs were not able to take our legs out, it actually put a lot more pressure on our opponent. So that's what I was looking to do. you know, as we go through this video. So we went ahead and we changed that up real quick. And I like to make sure that you guys see that stuff because it helps you guys to understand. Don't be scared to try to change up what can make your lineup better. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. It doesn't even matter what I'm doing. I'm just letting you guys see it. I'm not telling you guys to do it. I'm giving you guys the option. If you would like to try it, it works for me. You guys can try it if you would like. The problem is sometimes you guys will find stuff that I didn't know about, and it'll work for you. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you guys understand it's trial and error. You got to be willing to get L's in your file. The issue is this: in weekend league, I don't really play around as much as I do in head-to-head. Head-to-head, I don't care. Head-to-head, if you beat me in head-to-head, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be at your mom's house late that night anyway, so who's going to be the real winner? The issue is, what are you willing to do? Like, what are you willing to try to learn? Because these abilities are going to be very, very prevalent in Madden 21. It just is. Like, this is such a unique way to make money with this game. It's wild. Because imagine not being able to jump unless you have to get an ability. It's genius. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with those type of things, you know, obviously they can make it easier to, you know, make sure that the player comes already with certain things ingrained. That'll probably be a way to, like, boost the card's value. Like, say, for instance, Taylor Mays, only his card came with Lurker already in the card. That would keep the value of that card high without having to use abilities, and then it would make it so that the card plays the way it's supposed to. But, you know, with just having to go through, you know, training and all this other stuff, that adds a whole nother dimension because obviously inside the store, a lot of you guys became millionaires by re-rolling. So there's a lot of balancing, you know, that goes into it. And I just want to make sure you guys understand. I understand both sides of it because it's a company. Companies got to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, you know, a company that you buy, you know, regular goods from. If you buy something from Apple, you know, that it's a company. They're going to do things to promote themselves making money. Training and things like that. I know we'd be raging about pack odds, but again, it's all about making money. All right, so I don't think these abilities are going to go anywhere. So I encourage you guys to start to look around with some abilities, bro. See what works. You know what I'm saying? Take one ability off that you know work and put something else on. It might surprise you, and then you'll be a step ahead of the game in Madden 21 when you come out dominating dudes. Now, this guy right here, this was a very, very interesting thing because there's been a lot of people sending me things about pause glitches and stuff like that. And for the most part, if you guys have video proof of what's going on, I do my best to forward it to EA. This guy right here, he's going to be pausing the game on a regular basis. I'm going to have certain segments where he does it throughout the video. And I'm going to tell you guys what's happening, right? When people pause the game randomly, what they're looking to do is for you to actually be trying to press the button, like either the what is it, X, Y, A, the A button if you're on Xbox, or the X button if you're on PS4. And it's like simultaneous. And then that causes a problem with the game and it freezes. So when he sporadically pauses the game, if you're like a quick like clicker on the controller, it will make it so the game freezes. In some cases, sometimes it will never freeze and it doesn't work. For me, I don't press the button immediately. So it's not gonna really, it's gonna be a lower chance. This dude, and like this dude was just ridiculous, but it's gonna be a lower chance of it to happen to me because I'm not pressing the button at the same time that he's doing it. If I were to do that, I would be increasing my chances of a pause glitch because they can't do it without your help. It's all about everybody pressing the button at the same. I don't know how Ramsey just slid on the side like that. That dude's garbage, but you'll see what starts to happen. It's gonna happen, you know, after he starts to get dominated the way that it was intended for him to get done. And then we'll just go from there. But other than that, like right here, Julio Jones, double coverage. You see like how that guy was sitting there, he was waiting? You know, he gets up right there and he, you know, he goes up there and gets it. You can see visibly that he is really, really, really fast. Like I know he's chem to a 99, but he bolts down the field. The problem is, when you start playing people like how I'm playing, like when dudes see me in the game, they automatically know they have to come out in double coverage and triple coverage. They automatically know that. That's like, okay, Gmia's there, all right, yeah, double coverage, triple coverage, right? So my players need to be able to go up there and get Moss action. That's the only reason why the 6'3" height doesn't work for me. And it probably doesn't work for you. Now, if you run tight formations, that you use corner routes, post routes, or whatever, if you have the outside, you know, outside routes with the, you know, with bunch or whatever you're doing, if you do stuff like that where you're going to be running corners and posts, Julio may be a dog for you. He could definitely be a dog for you. I don't know why he just stood there and didn't pick the ball up. That was just weird right there. I don't know what's going on. That was a real weird situation. And look at this guy. The guy was just ready to throw the ball. I don't even know how he got that ball off. That was really, really crazy with the stuff that he was doing, but it doesn't really matter. At certain points of the game, you know, right here where we get that first down, this guy's gonna start getting weird. You know, you already got to like kind of see like, all right, this dude right here is a weird dude, man. You got to kind of feel it out a little bit, but then he's gonna actually start with the pausing and the stuff like that. So right here, he has 3 pauses left. So I actually, you know, didn't get the first pause, but you're gonna just keep looking when I show you what he was doing and when he was pausing the game. Okay, because it's like very unique to what he's trying to do. He pretty much understood that he was not gonna win this game. And the funny thing about it is other people have said said stuff about this guy's name, but you know, I get so many you know, comments. I don't really, you know, like actually look into all of them because a lot of people are just looking to like, you know, oh, this guy, that guy, whatever. But if I actually see it for myself, if I actually play someone and they do it to me, I do my due diligence to make sure you guys are aware of it, because if you're gonna do it to me and you know I'm streaming and you know I'm making videos, you don't care about anything. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. And yeah, like, okay, pick it up, run it for 6. Pick it up, run it for 6. These dudes are wild because this guy actually went to my video and was commenting about playing me. Meanwhile, he was doing this in the game. So I don't know if something's wrong with him or he doesn't understand like what's going on with the real world, but the dude kept doing this. So this is the second half. So you see like how you saw the way he paused it and we had the 2 dots. The 2 dots come up on the bottom with the timer. If I press the button at the same time, people have told me, and based on the footage that I've seen, that's how it gets triggered. That like you see the stuff this guy's doing, like it's an absolute joke. So you want to be careful with that. Whenever it's paused right away, or whenever you like, just don't be pressing the button. Like right here when he's doing it, you'll see the 2 dots come up right before it goes. Okay, right there. No, it didn't happen because I pressed it before. If we're both pressing it at the same time, you'll see it. He's gonna try to do it again. So you see it? When you see that come up really, really quickly with the 2 dots or the colon, you'll be able to, you know, that's when the game actually pauses and it freezes uncontrollably. Now, I don't know anything else about it. All I know is that he tried to do it over and over again. That's all I know. You know, it's nothing else that's going on with it. So I'm just making you guys be aware of it. If you see it and it is something that's a regular occurrence, you know, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know exactly what he was doing. He just threw it through my body right there. I don't know exactly what he was doing. He probably has an excuse for why he was doing it. But again, the only people that do that are people that are trying to initiate the game to freeze. Because there's literally no reason to use up 10 pauses in one game. There's literally no reason to do it. So whatever the excuse is, nobody wants to hear it. It's obvious that this guy has tried to do this in the past. So just so you guys are aware of it, be careful with it. That's the best way to not have an issue with it. If you just don't press the button, just wait. Okay, they're gonna pause the game. They're gonna do stuff like that. Just wait. Wait until it's all said and done. Like right there, he has 1 pause. He tried it again. If I press the button at that time, it's gonna lock. All right, so we know he has 1. He tries it again because he's trying to catch me at a time that I'll be pressing the button. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes on and on and on. But it's so sad that I'm getting mossed like that. And also sad that these guys are still doing that. And we're at the end of the year. Like, are you serious? Like, you're really out here trying to pause glitch, and Madden 21 is right around the corner. But the sad, recognition, is that a word? Recognition? The sad realization. I don't know why I just said recognition. The sad realization. Kids, do not drink alcohol. But the sad realization is that this guy has nothing else to do with his time. So now he comes out and he's doing this. He's in field goal block. He wants to do whatever he wants. These type of guys, bro, like, it's disgusting to see it, because just quit the game. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody cares. Like, bro, you tried to pause glitch me, it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Me and your mom's gonna get it all like Rocky Balboa and Rocky 6. Like, bro, it is what it is. There's realistically no reason to continue to go on with this ridiculous action that he's doing right now. But he wanted to throw me a pick, and I guess he wanted to get the game out. He had no more pauses left, so there was realistically nothing he could do about it. And we just got to go ahead and wait it out. But he didn't try to like freeze the game afterwards. He was just a guy that tried to pause glitch me. And pretty much Julio Jones, we got to see a little bit about him. Not really that impressed. Do you think I'm gonna raid sell him? Because right now I'm actually putting on my Winnie the Pooh shirt and making sure I have nothing underneath, and also getting Louis Vuittons. So I'm wondering, will Julio Jones be raid sold? Find out the same bat time, same bat channel. Right number 7 if you think he's gonna get raid sold. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.